So there are three types of audience in your marketing campaign that you target to put your offering and your brand and your dental practice in front of. Yeah. Um, Audience number one is who doesn't know they have a problem, and they also don't know what the solution is. They don't think about the problem they have, whether it's missing teeth or, in this case, we're talking about veneers, whether they have a stained teeth and all that. They don't know they have a problem. They don't care about it. They don't think about it. So they're good. They're in their peaceful world. Good for them. That's one audience. The second type of audience is the group of people that know they have a problem. They're not happy with their smile. They have a stained teeth. They have crooked teeth, things like that. But they don't know what the available solutions are for that problem. That's another huge group of people, which everybody ignores when in their marketing campaign. And then there is a third group of people that is hyper targeted, that know they have a problem. They also know what the possible solution is, whether it's Invisalign, implant, or veneers. This is the third group of people. It's a very small, tiny group of people. It's only 3% of the market. And a lot of the dental practices, when they're doing a marketing campaign to attract more veneer patients, we're specifically talking about veneers, it applies to implant, Invisalign too, but I talk about veneers. They usually target this group of people, this small audience, 3%. 3% is still a lot of people, don't get me wrong. But you give a direct offer to this audience, and you ignore everyone else. I won't say you target the audience that don't care about the problem, but this audience here is pretty untapped by a lot of dental practices for two reasons. First of all, they don't know they're there, or they don't want to target these audience. They're like, oh, I want someone that is ready to go ahead with this treatment. Or they don't know. Majority, the reason being, they ignore this huge group of audience that know they have a problem. They're not happy with it. They're not happy with their small, but they don't know what solutions are available. The main reason is that a lot of dental practices do not put their offering, brand, and service in front of this group of audience is that because they don't know how. Neither the marketing agencies they hire, they don't know how to nurture, pre-educate, and target and help this massive group of audience that is probably around almost 50% of your community, but 48 something. That's a lot bigger than that 3%. The problem with 3%, 3% is good. You can do that. You can give a direct offer to the 3% group that are aware of their problem, looking for the solution. The problem is that so is every other dental practices in your community. They are offering the same thing to that small, tiny group. That's fine. Market is big. If it's big enough, everyone gets a chunk or portion of the patients, that patient base. But it's only a matter of time before you run out. Before when the options are too many, some of them go to the one that has better offer, gives more, or you run out of audience. Your audience, this small audience in your community, which is only 3%, have seen your offer so many times. This particular audience already got help. At some point they make decision to go with someone, they find a better offer somewhere else, they go somewhere else, and a few of them come to you. That's what what Veneer K.L.T does, is targeting this massive group as well as the 3%. Now you see how big your audience is, and the competition in this audience group is lesser. Why? For the same reason that I told you. No one knows how to pre-educate, nurture, and help this audience. Everyone is after quick cash or quick patient. No one is thinking about their long-term brand building and equity while they're doing this 3% thing. That's all well and good, but while you're doing that, it's going to run out. You want to do this one, which is unlimited, evergreen pool of audience that you can serve for years and years to come in your community. So that's what Veneer K.L.T method does. It mainly focuses on this big audience. And while you're waiting, because this is long-term brand building, brand equity building, while you're waiting for this one to build, you also do some direct offer to get some traction in the beginning, but that will run out. But by the time this run out, this bigger audience has already been warmed up and get to know your brand, and the pool of this audience start going to that 3% for you exclusively, not other practices, because other practices don't these people don't know that other practices exist, because other practices do not target them, they do not educate them, the messaging does not resonate with these people, so these people scroll past. They don't even read their message because it's direct offer. Like, oh, Veneers. Okay, I have no idea what it is. Scroll past. Oh, here's a funny cat. Because their practices, they're targeting the 3%. So your brand equity building or Veneer K.L.T method moves audience from this massive pool and group slowly to that smaller group, and makes your 3% pool become more and more evergreen, whereas everybody else after 3 months runs out. Everybody else have to fight for patients, compete, discount, give us crazy offers, crazy free things, crazy discounts, and all that. Now, a little bit of those things is good to encourage these people, this group to take action a little bit in a strategic way, not in a way that diminishes your brand. Again, it's more about branding, that people want to come to you for you and your brand, not because you're getting a discount. That's the difference. So that's what Veneer K.L.T method is for cosmetic dentists. We're specifically specializing for that, and mastered in that area. Now, if you want to learn more, feel free to message me Veneers, wherever you see this, or comment Veneers wherever you see this video. I don't know where you're seeing this video. My team put it everywhere. Yeah, and we will give you more information of how Veneer K.L.T works, what it does, how it can help your practice, whether it's a right fit for your practice. It's not for everybody. It's not going to work for everybody, and we do not offer it to everybody because we want to make sure it brings in something for people. But you want to check this out. You want to check Veneer K.L.T method out, whether you're eligible for it or not. You want to check it out to prepare your brand and differentiating your practice from all the competition in your market early on, even if you're not there yet, even if you're not eligible for Veneer K.L.T, you want to check it out. You want to get more information. You want to learn what it is, because and you will thank me in 5-10 years, hopefully. I'll see you in the next video.